Hello, everybody. Welcome to week 2. So I hope your first week of school went well. If it didn't and there's something I can do to help, please let me know. If you came on campus last week and parking was a complete nightmare, I am so sorry. It is unfortunately going to be that way every fall. In January, however, things are a little better. For some reason, we don't have as many students in January as we do in August. So that part will be good news for you. So if I can help though, anything other than parking, please let me know. I went in and for the discussion posts, I put what we call a definitive timeline. I give you access to everything up front because you kind of know your schedule. If you need to post early, that is totally fine. And you kind of know your schedule and can kind of work it around that way. I know it's hard to work full time and be a full-time student and trying to, and those are just two of probably the components in your life. So I believe personally in giving you access to everything up front. That way you can kind of organize it. You will notice that when you make your discussion post, you cannot see anybody else's posts until after you post, and then you'll be able to see everybody else's post. Remember that you need to respond to one other person's post in order to get those points. Let's see. The folders will close at 10 p.m. on Sunday. So if you don't have your original post, kind of where you're answering the question that I have given you, and your response, all have to be done every Sunday by 10 p.m. Okay? If you try to do it after that, it's going to tell you that the folder's closed and that you have no access to turning it in. I know things happen. That's why I recommend that you do these things early. Do not wait until the last hour on Sunday to try to get these things in. D2L could have a hiccup, any number of things. You could have a personal technical hiccup that causes problems. So please just remember, for my classes personally, everything is due Sunday by 10 p.m. Okay. You'll also notice I sent out an email about how to cite a website for your discussion post this week. I know that's a little confusing. It's a little fuzzy sometimes. I kind of found a way that works that my professors don't seem to complain about. So as far as having one solid way that's true for everything, for everybody, that's not the case in website land for some reason in APA. So just make sure that if you have Tara Dallinger or any of the other professors, if you go over to the ESPR department and have that research class, that you ask them if you're going to use a website, how they want you to cite it. But for my purposes, for this for any of the classes that you have me for, the way that I posted or shared with you is definitely the way that I would like to see those. I also know that as you start reading the material for this week, that you're basically starting to learn a whole new language. When you became a teacher, that was learning a whole new language. Most people don't know what No Child Left Behind is really about, and the whole vocabulary that kind of goes with that. You understand that as a teacher. You understand learning styles and differentiation, and there's a whole list of vocabulary words that could kick out that you in your mind go, oh yeah, I know what that is. Library is going to be the same thing. There's going to be things that you go, what in heavens are you talking about? And that's fine. The learning process is not always a smooth one. For those of you who haven't been in the student role for a while, you're going to be thinking, what was I thinking when I decided I wanted to go to graduate school? But that's okay too. Just kind of stay with it, kind of keep taking slow steps, baby steps, and I promise you by the end of the semester, there will be a lot of things that will make a lot more sense than they do right now. Okay? And remember, we're always here to help you. Whether you have me or Tara, if you just send us, if you have a question about something, ask us. Because we may think it's as clear as day and you think it's as clear as mud. So, but if you don't tell me that, I don't know how to help you. As Tara doesn't know how to help you either. Okay? So keep that in mind. I truly believe there is no stupid question. If you've got a question, please feel free to ask it. Okay. So let's see, what else are we needing to talk about this week? Oh, okay, so as you get into the readings, you're going to see the Library Code of Ethics and the Library Bill of Rights. Both come from the American Library Association. Since the American Library Association deals with all libraries, some of these things you may wonder, how does that apply to being a school librarian? We'll talk more about that when we're in class in September, but I'd like you to go ahead and at least look at it, kind of familiarize yourself with these documents. So, because they're kind of the foundation of everything that we do as school librarians. At this point, you kind of know how to be a teacher. Now I'm going to teach you how to be a school librarian and kind of the whole world that exists within being a school librarian. And these two documents are kind of the foundation for that. So I guess that is all for now. Like I said, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate. You can call me. You have my cell number. You can text me. If you do text me, though, please tell me who you are when you text me. I've gotten some mystery texts lately, and I don't necessarily know who I'm talking to, so you're going to get the question back of, I'm sorry, who am I talking to? So keep that in mind. If we've talked more than once through text messaging, I already know who you are. I probably actually have saved you into my contact list, so I do know who you are when you text me. So keep that in mind. Let's see. I think that's all for now. So have a great week, and I'll see you next week.